Already we work with the children during the mentoring sessions on a fortnightly basis, and we've recently added the parents in partnership sessions. These work with the parents and they deal with issues that they face with their children. So already we're connecting with the two major groups. So collectively, the three of us, the mentors, the parents and the children, hopefully can build a better community.
My name is Bevis Gooden, and I'm the coordinator for the North London MICB, which is the Me I Can Be programme. Today we had our debate, which is the culmination of all our different sessions throughout the year of 2010 to 2011. And the debate was very good indeed. And what we are here to do is to try and encourage the communication between the generations. And we felt like today that we achieved that. And I'd like to think that the people can go away feeling that they can communicate with everybody.
The presentation today, very thought-provoking session. One of the most thought-provoking, I must add, that I have cheered for quite a while.
It was a brilliant lecture today. I learnt lots. There were lots of different opinions, and well done, 100 Black Men of London. It was an amazing event.
The challenge is how we equip our children, as I think the last three speakers were saying, in one way or another. How we equip our children with the compass to navigate their way between what is possible, what is desirable, and what is permissible.
It's interesting, I was at my children's Saturday school last week. I saw a poster that said in the office of two teenagers, you should move out, get a place, pay rent, run your life while you still know everything. And I suppose it's really part of this modern culture.
Hi, my name is Amari Sage Brown, and I enjoyed the event a lot because we were talking to all the parents and it seemed like they were taking on board what they were saying.
I felt the debate went very well. We had a good amount of people that turned up for the actual debate.
Let me just re-emphasize the question. Parents allow us to have electronic gadgets, so is it a problem, he asked, when we spend our time on PlayStations, Facebooks, pinging, inboxing, texting, etc. each other, when it is our generation, the now generation, prefers to communicate? So those are the points, and a very good, strong question that is as well.
Yeah, there has to be boundaries and time for the family to be together, otherwise they will start to break down, as they'll have conflict between children saying, oh, I want to spend time with my friends. Then they don't realise that all of their time will start be spending on friends, and they won't really get to know their parents, the parents won't really get to know them, and by the time you realise it, it's like you're two different parts of a family household.
So I think that the children of our generation have lost that kind of idea to meet out with your friends outside. It doesn't cost anything to go and sit in the park. The idea of text messaging has been instilled in the children of our generation as the cool and the easy way to communicate. So why bother go out, meet your friends when you can stay inside? You can continue to play Xbox and text at the same time. I don't think, like me personally, I don't really use my phone, but I don't go out much to meet my friends anyway, so I'm kind of in the middle of it. But I think that if something is there for you, in this case the park, which is a great way to socialise, meet new people as well as meeting your friends, why not use it?
I used to use Facebook, and I took it upon myself to take myself off of it. And I think the person, I don't remember who said it, sorry, but I think the person's right about letting young people find out for themselves, because I'm sure the older people here, like your parents, when new things came in with you, they were saying, this isn't how it's supposed to be, just simply because I don't think it's what they're used to. I don't think there's anything wrong with young people communicating with their friends through their phone and through Facebook and through all the other ways. But I think it's also about young people need to be educated to take into consideration the risks.
going back to sort of 20, 30 years ago when we were their age and all the new things were coming out, for me it's a case of balance. For me there's nothing wrong with Twitter, there's nothing wrong with Facebook, but a case of really balance with regards to how long they're on it, how much they're using it, and whether you're actually part and parcel in terms of what they're actually sort of doing with that. As a parent, what you have to do is you have to get involved. Because if you're not involved, you don't know what your children are doing.
How many parents spoke to their children about going on Facebook? So we've got more parents saying that they spoke to their kids before they went on Facebook than kids saying they spoke to their parents before they went on Facebook. That immediately tells me something. The communication that the young lady spoke about that needs to happen in terms of the education is not happening.
Does the panel agree that there are more disadvantages for black children raised by only one parent than by two parents?
Paulette, I'm going to kick off with you at your far right hand. Oh, by the way, they don't know who's going to get 5 points.
Well, my answer to that would be it would depend on the context of that family network. There are some, as we know, there are great examples of single parent families that manage to rear their children and the children succeed. My feeling is that quite often that does depend on the networks that surround the family and the child. So for instance, a family that is a single parent family and don't have very limited resources in terms of the networks perhaps will face a lot more disadvantage than a family that does have extended networks within the home as well as outside.
Well, yes, there are some disadvantages, but it depends very much on who the child is. Because in my experience, single parents, and they're usually single mothers, it's difficult to generalize, but in the main, have a totally different attitude to raising girls as single parents than boys. With boys, single mothers have a tendency to reproduce what I call genderized roles. That is, there are certain things that they would not expect or encourage a boy to do, which they would automatically encourage a girl to do.
It's a joke. But you're not. Yes, I am. Stop it. Don't even lie. So my feeling as well is that whole kind of, you know, nah, my mum's not rich. I don't care with your peer pressure, because at the end of the day, as I say all the time, I'm the one who's doing everything. Your daddy's providing. I'm doing my part. So your friends can't do much for you, and we need to kind of really get into their world. Because in their world, things are very different, and if we don't monitor the world that they're going to when they're outside of our home, this is why we will continue to have like damaged communities and damaged individuals. We can't negate our responsibility, and the biggest responsibility as a human is when you give life to somebody else, because you made that step, and so it is with you for life.
I am Aaron Simulation. I've been part of the 100 Black Men of London. This is my 3rd year now, and I find it really beneficial for me, and not just for now, but it's going to benefit me when I later on in life, and it's a good program, and it continues to get better.
Incredible event. I mean, it's very rare that you get parents and children in one room able to say whatever they want to each other. And that pretty much happened. I mean, a bit slow getting going, but eventually people started talking and saying what they wanted to say, and it was really interesting because you got people saying things which were surprising other people, and that's when debate really starts to happen. So I think everybody enjoyed it very much. I think people got a lot out of it, able to kind of express their views, and the hope is that it will be the start of the debate and not the end.